Okay. So,
Tanya, holy smokes.
okay. So let's talk.
And rolling.
Okay. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about. One of them is I want to talk about what it means to be emerald, what it means to be just emerald, not diamond or anything else. And all three of you are emerald, and I believe Tanya is too. So I want to tell you guys the importance of being emerald and what it does for you and what it does for your team. And then also kind of tell you guys why I want you guys to rank advance. That has nothing to do with me, but why I want you guys to rank advance. It's kind of a vision for our team. And if you guys watched, I can't remember which one. I watched like 4 videos today, so now I'm kind of confused.
The one that Shay posted and the girl was like hyperventilating, and so I was hyperventilating.
She always hyperventilates when she talks. She's awesome. I hope that we're on her track at Summit, because she is so good. She will fire you up, and she's a little obnoxious and a little over the top, but she's so good, and she's got so much passion. And I'll never be like that, but I just love to listen to her. She's awesome. Summer Tucker's her name. But anyway, so first of all, I want to tell y'all that that being emerald's pretty important. Okay. There's a couple reasons why. One, because it shows that you're moving forward in your business. And the second thing is that when you become, oh, it's Tanya, yay.
Hey, Tanya.
When you become emerald, chances are you've got your spouse in there, okay? Most of the time, or significant other, whatever. And when you have your spouse in there, that's basically a second business center for you. So when you become emerald, you need to make sure and go and put your bank account information in there so that you can get paid on cycle bonuses that come through that account. It may not happen right away, but this week, I made $75 in cycle bonus, not on my account. I made like $200 on my account in cycle bonus, and $70 on combined my dad's and my husband's accounts, because those are my U+2. So if that were to happen throughout the course of the month, just on my dad and my husband, that would be $300 just on cycle bonus. The only thing I'm doing on those accounts is holding their rank. That's it. I'm holding their rank. So, you will get paid weekly for doing nothing but holding your rank. Like, how cool is that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Right?
Very cool.
I mean, there's no reason not to hold your rank, because if you drop rank, and then you're like, wait, where'd that $28 go? Because $28 over the course of a month is $120, 3 times 4, $116 a month. $116, that's $116. That's your Shakeology right there. So that's no retail sales, and that pays your cycle bonus will pay for your Shakeology in a month. No retail. So all your retail is just gravy. Okay? Super important. Not that it's all about money, but you do kind of want your Shakeology paid for, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maintain your rank, your Shakeology paid for. Bottom line. Okay. And then I wanted to tell y'all that I was struck by a video I watched today about, it was Raina Odell, but that's beside the point, who I also think is adorable and fabulous and smart. And
yeah, she was great. I loved her training
awesome.
video in Revive.
And I liked what she said about, if you're the leader of a team, your people aren't going to get on your train if they don't know where you're going. So I want y'all to know where I'm going. Okay. I had a good example given to me by my success partners today. And I'll tell you something else that we're going to do, and y'all will be excited about it because we just got off the phone literally like 5 minutes ago. But they gave me a very good example of a vision. Okay. So in the, in February, Shay had a party at her, or not a party, but a retreat at her house for the diamonds. I just couldn't go. And the first thing she said when she brought everybody into the house was, this is y'all's house. You guys built this house. This is your house. That's pretty cool, right? And that's kind of like how I feel about our team, is that whatever we build together, and it belongs to us. It's not me, it's not just you, we're a team, we're together. So when I say that I want to go 2-star by the end of the year, it's not me. I want our team to go 2-star by the end of the year. And there's a purpose behind that. And it's not that I want to be 2-star. I mean, yes, that's great. Yay, me. But it's not really what it's about, because if we get to 2-star as a team, it means the people on our team are diamonds. And the benefits of being a diamond are, you think the benefits of being emerald are cool, wait till you get to diamond, right? So, while yes, our team keeps growing and getting bigger and big things happen, and that's great, but as we build as a team and you become diamond, now you're going to have those benefits of being a diamond. And so that's huge. And then you become a team leader, and then you have the benefit of being a team leader. And then you have the same, drive, and you start building your own team, and then our team just gets bigger, and maybe we become an elite team and all these other fabulous things that happen. And those are all really good things. But I think that the reason why all of us are here is for freedom, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that's why we're here, to help people. But in the interim, becoming free ourselves, and maybe being debt free, or whatever, freedom. Okay. And how cool is it that we can help people? That's loud. And then we can.
Can y'all hear that?
A little bit.
Okay, my mic's working.
Yay.
All mute.
But the freedom part, I think, is huge, and knowing that as you build your team, you become more free. Like my why is to not say no, to not have to say no to my family. So to be able to say, my kid wants to go do that, okay, go do it. Great, because I can afford it, because I have the freedom to say that I can. And that's freedom, to not have to say no to things, to not have to say no to yourself when you want to do something or whatever. But that's my why. And my why behind that is that you guys have the same freedom, that you're able to develop a freedom in your life that gets you to a point where you are where you're free in the same way, which is pretty cool. So that's my train, and y'all should get on. But I think the group that shows up to the calls, y'all are on the train. So I think that's good. But I just wanted to throw that out there and to tell you guys that I do have a purpose in building our team, and to training you guys, and to helping you train people, and that it's not just for me, that it's for you too, and that this team is so much bigger than one person or two people or whatever, but that it's kind of a big thing, and I would love for it to get huge. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
I know. So you got to have the vision, and you got to say it. And I have said that I want to go 2-star by the end of the year to 2 people. 3 actually, because 2 of them are my success partners, and they're a couple. And then the third person would be Shay, and that's it. And now you guys. So I have now said it out loud that I'm trying to get to 2-star by the end of the year. Or I would like to.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So diamond then goes to what, 1-star?
Yeah.
But so you're wanting to go from diamond to 2-star.
At the end of the year, I mean, hopefully my goal is to hit 1-star. My goal is to go into 1-star qualifying by the end of July. You have to stay, so your diamond has to stay diamond for 6 weeks in order for you to be a 1-star. It's not like it's not like emerald where you can go emerald from week to week, up and down from emerald from week to week. And diamond is from month to month. So like if you hit diamond on July 2nd, I think it used to be, and maybe I'm wrong, but no, actually that's not true. It is week to week. So, there's no qualifying period for diamond. Like when you hit diamond, you hit diamond. It's a Thursday. So if you hit diamond on a Tuesday, you actually don't get diamond till Thursday, till the week turns over, which is different than once you hit the star diamond statuses, that you have to maintain that diamond for 6 weeks before you become 1-star diamond.
So can you, just real quickly summarize what it takes to get from diamond to 1-star to 2-star?
Yep.
Because I need to know what kind of train I'm getting on.
You're on the train. You're on the crazy train. So when you're diamond.
What's that one with Danny DeVito?
Yeah. The crazy train. Yeah. What was that? Turn on it from the train. Can you let him out, please? Thanks. So diamond, you know what diamond is, right? You have a diamond roadmap and you've kind of written it out, or you've seen it, you know what it looks like, and you know how to get there. Okay. So star diamond is when you as a coach, when Kimberly James has a diamond under her. So when one of your coaches goes diamond, whether that's your husband and you create it, or one of your coaches that goes diamond through training and mentoring and so on and so forth. So 1-star is when you have 1 diamond on one side. 2-star is when you have a diamond on each side. So if you were to have 2 diamonds on one side, guess what? You're still 1-star. But if you have a diamond on each side, then you're 2-star. And if you have 2 diamonds on one side and 1 on another, you're 3-star, so on and so forth. So
then is your strategy to build Frank or your dad, and then, hopefully one of us will be a diamond by the end of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
So my strategy is I am 3 coaches short of Frank being diamond. So I have, 3 coaches short. And then Frank will be diamond. And then why am I 3 coaches short? Because I have plenty of coaches and they're all active, but I need 2 emeralds. One of them is a coach that's actually going to add her husband and make him, and that I gave her a coach, and then she's going to be emerald, or she has a coach and she's going to be emerald. Then I have another coach that should be emerald by the end of the month. And so that would be my diamond. So trying to do that, trying to get there. And then yes, my goal from then on is to not create diamonds. It's to mentor diamonds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I'm, trying to change my mindset too, that, I need to become a better leader for you guys so that I can help you get there.
You're already a great leader.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you are.
Well, thank you. I'm trying, but I've got work to do, clearly. And something that really hit me today is consistency. And I'm super consistent with my workouts. I'm like OCD consistent with my workouts and my Shakeology and my product of the product part. I'm actually pretty consistent too with my inviting and my talking to new people and all that, Success Club and stuff. I'm not super consistent with my personal development, and I'm going to say that out loud now, and I'm going to say that I'm not going to be like that anymore, because for the last 2 weeks I have had to drive 2 hours a day to pick up Mason from his sailing, and I've gotten in 2 hours of PD every day, and I have a different mindset. Nikki's really good at PD, but I have a different mindset. It has changed the way I think. It has, the veil has come off. The roadblocks are being removed. I can feel it. And I know something's changing. I don't know what it is yet, but I know something's changing. There's something going on that I hope will help you guys too. So I'm working on that. But I think that in order for me to stay consistent, you guys get to be consistent too. So I really want you guys to start focusing on the 4 vitals. And even though, I know you guys can invite, I know you can do your workouts and drink your Shakeology, I know you can do personal development. I know we don't all do it. We're not. Kimberly's been really good at it too, since you've been traveling and you've
I've been rocking it, man.
rocking the PD,
I
man.
don't miss today.
And then the fourth one, they just added a couple months ago. It's about recognition. And I don't really care how you recognize or what you recognize, but recognize, okay? I don't even have a huge team to recognize, you know, like I'm recognizing you guys when you get over 100 PV. Okay. And so,
I thank you for it.
oh, you're welcome. And some people really thrive on recognition.
I'm a stepchild.
You're what? No, you're not. You're not a
I'm a stepchild.
You're not. Some people really thrive on recognition, and that's kind of different. The different gems, you know. And I don't know. I would love for you guys. I know, Kimberly. I think you're Emerald Ruby, right?
I can't remember. I have a bunch of squiggles on this pad here that says what I am, but I don't remember which the categories are. I'm pretty even, actually.
Are you really?
That's so me, because I suck at standardized testing, so you can't trust me.
So I am very much an Emerald, almost all pure. I think I had like 2 Ruby things, and that was it. I thrive on recognition because I thrive on competition. And so for me to beat somebody makes me feel good. But I'm not putting numbers in for you guys, and I don't want you guys to see it as a competition at all, ever. I just want everybody else to be able to see that you guys are out there helping people. That's it, period. But when you guys have smaller teams the way that you do, I know you all have challengers, and I know your challengers are having success. And I don't know if Rachel's on the call, but she had a great post in her, who is that? Who is this person? Oh, it is Rachel. She is on the call. But she had a really great post in her challenge group, recognizing one of her challengers for weight loss. And it was just a very simple, you know, and in the challenge group, you can call people out by name. But, you know, if you're going to post something to your wall, you need to ask the person first. But generally, like if I'm going to post something about a challenger, I don't use their name. And I tell them that, hey, I'm going to post something about you, but I'm not going to use your name. Tanya has a question. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What if you don't have any challengers, because I'm not consistent, and I want to post a recognition, can I just pull one off of Beachbody and use that one and use that person's name since they're using the name?
Oh, you mean like a Transformation Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. But you know, I think that's great. So your goal is to be more consistent. So you have more challengers, and then you will be able to recognize them. But, you know, and I think the thing is, if you, like I used my cousin a couple months ago, I used her because she sent me a text message with her cholesterol numbers, and she's like, exercise and what I put in my mouth is making a huge difference. And I posted that part of the message she sent me without her name, but she knew who it was. And to be recognized in front of, you know, thousands of people, even though I didn't use her name, it feels good to her, and it pushes her forward. Because I think, you know, when you guys get recognized, when I put your name up on a leaderboard, does it not propel you forward? Does it not make you feel like, okay, I'm going to keep going with this. This feels good. I'm going to keep going with this. It does me. I don't like it. I don't like it when I don't show up on Shay's leaderboard. I don't like those weeks. That makes me feel good. You know, in Shay's leaderboard, you have to hit 500 PV or more to hit her leaderboard. And, you know, some weeks I've been like 490, don't make it on. And I'm like, dang it. And it upsets me. I don't like it. And it just makes me want to work that much harder. It makes me want to work that much harder and find that many more people that need our help, because you know they do. I mean, come on. You know, there's 65% of the United States is morbidly obese. I mean, come on. They need our help.
There's a lot of fat people. I mean, there is. It's like I walk into places and I see people, and I don't mean that in a mean way. Or it's just, and it's like there's really a lot of people that can use this program.
Oh, I know.
I mean, but I'm having a disconnect on how to tell them you need this program. I mean, but you know they hurt, and I really don't mean that mean. I really don't. But you know they hurt. You know they don't feel good about themselves. You know they're just their belly hurts. I mean, when you don't eat right, you don't feel good. They don't feel good.
Yeah, I've become hypersensitive to that. And in fact, I was on a layover in MSP, wherever that is, Minneapolis. And mostly I was looking at women because I look at women because I think we compare ourselves to other women. And there were, out of everyone that I could see in that whole boarding area, there were maybe 2 normal-sized women besides me. And I'm still a little on the upper side of normal, but that was really crazy to see that.
Well, and I think I agree. And it's true. I mean, my gosh, go to Disney World. There you go.
Yeah,
There's 60%. They're all at Disney. But the thing is, for me at least, the best way that I can connect with my people is through social media. And there's a book that I'm listening to in my PD called Contagious, and it's about why ideas catch on. It's fabulous. It's just a good thinking book. It's just good. It's not even whatever. It's not network marketing, but a lot of it is social psychology, basically social psychology of why things catch on and why people like what they like. But I think that that you need to get your message out there and be able to connect with people. But in order to do that, you have to have people to connect to. So, if you meet somebody in the airport, you're sitting there and you're listening to your PD, but then you're like, hey, I need to connect with somebody right now. Take your PD off maybe and you talk to somebody and you just, talk to them and just be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Are you on Facebook? I'd love to, catch up with you on Facebook or whatever, you know what I mean? But you maybe connect with them on Facebook and then they see your stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you have people to connect to. And I think that's really important is having an audience to connect to, whether it's face-to-face or on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, but that you have people to tell things to. And I think that, you have to make your story relatable, and all of your stories are relatable. It's just a matter of crafting it in such a way that people understand it and can feel connected to you. When you post about Nikki had to go. She said, sorry. When you post about your story, and this is something I don't do and I need to do more of. And when I do, I'm like, gosh, I should do that more often. But I think all of you at some point in time, yes, and maybe me not as much, no, I need to do it though, is that you need to talk about your struggles, because that's how you connect with people. People don't I did my workout 7 days in a row. They're like, oh, you suck and I'm going to ignore you now because I can't do that. When they can, they can, we all know they can, but they won't. So, people don't connect with you that way. They don't connect with you by seeing how awesome you are and how you stick to your diet and your diet is awesome and you don't ever eat graham crackers. People don't respond to that. People respond to, well, that sucks. I just ate an entire sleeve of graham crackers. Tomorrow's a new day. That's a problem I have. So I'm saying that. But, being able to connect with people on that level. And I think that's what's important, and it's being able to, when you put I've had a couple, not a ton, but a couple of invites that I've put out that have had good traction, and they're always emotional to some extent, and emotional in the sense that you put out there, dang it, I need to lose some weight. Who else wants to join me? Can we do this together? Easy, but emotional, because the first thing you say is, ugh, I feel like crap. My stomach, not good. Whatever you do, I think that just because you think about, I posted a post today about Molly having had some struggles this year with her writing and just that she had some success over the last week. And, people latch onto that stuff because it's emotional. It has nothing to do with Beachbody, but it's emotional, and so if you're connecting with people on an emotional level about things that are true in your life, whether they're good or bad, that's when people are going to connect to you. That's when people are going to want to know more. about you and connect to you more. And then you can start conversations with them that might be, that might lead to the health and fitness discussion. They might not. I mean, I'm sitting here, I've been talking to this one woman now for a year about her kid and her kid's IBS. I mean, and the other day I messaged her just to ask if her daughter was any better. And we talked for like half an hour about that. We never talked about health and fitness, not once. But, we have a different type of connection, and that's okay. And, she knows I'm a Beachbody coach, and if she needs help, she's going to reach out to me. But I think that's kind of the point, is that when you do post, instead of celebrating, that you drank your Shakeology for 165 days out of 366, maybe talk about the day you didn't. And maybe the day that today is a great day because I drank my Shakeology and I feel great and I have this energy. And when I forgot 2 days ago, or, maybe when I forgot 2 days ago, in my case, I ate too many graham crackers and too much hummus. But, whatever it is, but I think that's what people attach themselves to, is that feeling, and those emotions. And that's what they're talking about, that book Contagious too, is that it's an emotional thing, and it's a social currency is what they talk about. And I'm getting more into that, so I'll tell you all about that more, but I highly recommend that book just because it's interesting, not for any other reason. Before we start, I want you guys to be able to talk, but are y'all on the crazy train now? Y'all getting on the crazy train? You know where the train's going? Y'all getting on
baby.
Pretty sure it's going to Nashville in a few weeks.
It is. The crazy train's going to Nashville. That's going to be fun. I do want to tell you guys two things. Me and Rob and Robin are working on our Coach Basics group. It's going to be a 21-day group. We are still working out how we're going to, we have like 50-something different things that we want to talk about, but we're not going to do that. So we're trying to whittle it down to get to where it's 21 days, but we're going to have two things. We're going to have a 21-day group, and then we're going to have a Coach to Emerald group. It's also going to be 21 days. So after the people go through the 21-day Coach Basics group, they have the option of moving into the Emerald Coach to Emerald group, and that's another 21 days. And that's what we're working on right now. We're going to have both of them set up at the same time, but we're not going to run the Emerald group yet. We're just going to start with the 21-day one. However, Kimberly boxered me last week and said, hey, why don't you guys do a sneak peek before that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Brilliant idea. And it scared the crap out of me, and then Robin. And Robin, too.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, you shouldn't be sorry. Because it really sort of lit a fire in the three of us, saying, okay, we need to just do this. We need to do it, and we're going to do it. So the good news is 5 days prior to Coach Basics starting, we're going to do a 4-day sneak peek.
Yay.
And the sneak peek is going to be for people and it's going to be in that group, in the Coach Basics group. And it's going to be for anybody who's interested in the business, whether they're already customers of yours or not, whatever it is. We'll put them in there, and we may do it 6 days before to give you guys a couple of days to be able to talk with them to see if they actually want to sign up as a coach, which was Kimberly's idea as well. Genius. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put that all together. It's going to be 4 videos. They'll be less than 10 minutes each. One of them is going to be 2 of them are going to be Melanie Mitro because they're really good. It might be 5. I can't remember. 2 of them are going to be Melanie Mitro, and 2 of them are going to be Robin and I. And so, because the Melanie Mitro ones are like amazing, of course. So then we're going to do ones where they talk and then I talk, and we put them together. And so it's going to be very simple. That's it. No accountability, no nothing. But anybody can ask questions, and anybody's going to be able to post in the group. So if they have questions, there's going to be no live, nothing. That's it. That's the sneak peek. What's coaching about? How do you earn? What does it mean to be a coach? And then we haven't decided what the other topic is. So, but we're working on that. So we'll have all of this ready at the same time. Okay. And then we'll be able to start the sneak peek, and then we'll be able to do Coach Basics right after it. And then right after that, a week later, we'll be able to do the Emerald group as well.
Maybe it could be something about like how coaching actually helps them with their own accountability. Like that it helps reinforce their own goals.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, we're kind of we're kind of doing it off of a group that was already done by a 1-star and a diamond together, Patty Huss and Tracy Adams. But they did it's 2 refinery coaches. They did theirs based on a group done by Becky Hilty and Stephanie. Oh, I can't think of her last name. Becky and Stephanie. But they based theirs off of one done by Melanie Metro. So that's where it comes from. And it works. It works really well. So that's what we're basing it off. I can't remember what the other and we may not do the same thing. So we're still in the discovery phases. But we'll have it all ready at the same time. And I'm super excited about it. Okay. We have 7 minutes left. So you guys, sorry I talked so much. I got a little fired up today.
You always talk, but I like listening to you, so that's a good thing.
So, is this instead of or in conjunction with when we had talked about doing a sneak peek as our next group? Would that be in place of?
This is the coach sneak peek that we were talking about doing. This is it.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to precede Coach Basics, and it will be in the Coach Basics group. With the hope.
Okay, so we don't need to add any content to it?
Nope. It's going to be me, Robin.
The reason I had suggested it was because Kim is making me read GoPro, and and that was in GoPro that, really, especially until you're pretty solid at what you're doing with the inviting and everything else, that your job and like our job as Emeralds is really, to help in terms of being able to promote the business. We have to put our prospects in front of people who know more than we do. And so that's kind of why, I pushed Kim to ask about it, because if I try to do, too much presentation of the business opportunity, which I haven't done yet really, other than joking around, hey, you'd be really great at this, I'm just saying, in terms of actually delivering materials that could convert people to that, I can't do that yet. So I have to put my people in front of Kim and Robin.
And here's the other cool thing, and thank you for pushing me and Robin to do that, because it was something that we had mentioned as success partners and then kind of blew it off because we were like, ooh, scary. So it's good. It's good. These are good things. And the Coach Basics group is going to be, just like you said, putting people in front of people who know more. And that's basically what our Coach Basics is going to be. So our Coach Basics is going to be based on training done by the 15 stars. So all of the videos in there are actually, none of them are us. They're all the 15 stars. So purposely, because they know more than us and they can present better than us. And so why put people in front of us? Because we're kind of, like, when we can put people in front of people who know much more and are much more polished, and they can give more insight to the business and the way the business works. So that's how we're going to run the Coach Basics, at least for a while, until we figure out more, until we get more experience, and then we'll make our own. I don't think there's going to be any videos by me or Rob or Robin, but it is based on the people who know more, and I love that. And that is from GoPro, and I do love that book. I think it's kind of like so basic, but it's like so good, Yeah,
it's really good. I like it.
And Rock Your Network Marketing Business is the same. It's like, you're like, oh, duh, but then you're like, oh, I should do that. It's like little light bulbs going off, because none of it's anything that you wouldn't have thought of at some point in time. But having it all in front of you is really good. So, yeah, so that's good. Okay, more questions?
I was just going to say that in the coach sneak peek that I think it was Saudi, is that how you say her name?
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that, and I thought it was a good point, maybe to point to mention in a sneak peek, that you're not going to be successful in your own group, in your own program, until you're responsible for other people's program. And you become a coach, you have to be responsible for others. That's going to make you more successful. Do y'all remember her saying that? I just thought that was a really good line for anybody that's wanting to really be held accountable. You got to be held accountable by helping, when you have other people that are counting on you. I don't know. I thought it was good.
And you know, something that back on the crazy train again, something that that and this is a big idea, but a good idea. You know, when you think about rank advancing, okay, the only way you can rank advance is to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're helping people with their exercise and their nutrition, or you're helping people get more freedom in their life, you're still helping people, period. And it's not just a nice thing to say. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach and I'm helping people. Well, it is quaint and it's cute and it's sweet, but it's true. you know, as a coach, you're helping people do different things. And as you're helping your customers get healthy and all that stuff. But as a coach, you're also helping your coaches, you know, get better in life. You know, I mean, you think about it and you're telling your coaches, hey, you need to do more PD. And what do? So, okay, they go out and they do more PD. And what happens? They get better in life, period. Whether it's in their business or not, they just become stronger, better people. And you did that. You helped people get there. So the only way that you're going to ever rank advance is to help people, to help more people. So, you know, you can look at it in different ways, but that's kind of the way that I think that's my new mindset is, you know, by rank advancing, I'm helping more people. I can't rank advance without helping. You can't do it. So, you know, and by helping people, I'm achieving the freedom that I would like to achieve, but I'm also helping them achieve freedom that they would like to achieve. So it's good feelings everywhere. It's kind of a big idea, but it's a good thing. And I think that if you look at it that way, it's a little different than just like that sort of narrow focus, like, I got to get to Diamond. I got to get those 8 coaches. I got to get those 2 Emeralds. I got to help more people.
Hey, I got a silly question.
Quick, 1 minute.
What about the Revive videos? Is there going to be a way? Can we save them?
You can save the ones that have gone to YouTube, but we're not sure what's going to happen to those live ones.
I need the live ones, man.
That's something that Robin and I have been talking about. Like, how long are they going to be available? Because they've been so good. So good. So take advantage of them for sure now. You know, if you're going to be listening to stuff, listen to those now. If you need to re-listen to them, make notes about the ones you want to re-listen to, because I bet in a month that whole group's going to be gone.
So just shut the group down?
Yep. Anything that's been on YouTube, though, put it in a Word document and save the links.
Okay.
Just start doing that. Yeah. All right, you guys, this was a good meeting. Thank you for attending. I will post the video in the group. And then next